busted. In the cooler, getting freaky, caught my ex-girlfriend giving our coworkers head in the cooler. I ran and told the on-shift manager. They were all fired. She didn't know that I was the one that caught them, but she lies to me and claims the manager made it up because she's jealous. My ex convinced her parents to sue. I just sent her parents the video. Hello, true story. I love your channel, good sir. Very needed for men all around the world. I want to ask you all listening, how many of you ever walked in on your girl actually getting it on? My ex-girl and I worked with that same pizzeria, and she was in the cooler giving our coworkers head. They both had their phones out filming. No one heard me turn the corner to see them. It was devastating. My innocent girlfriend on her knees necking two guys. These guys just standing there with their sausages out, taking care of one guy with her hand on the other. Sorry for being graphic. I'll stop right there, but you guys get the gist of it. So this girl and I had worked at this pizzeria, and when I say this girl, I'm referring to my ex-girlfriend. I'm not going to say her name. Actually, whatever. I'll just call her X. So X and I worked at this pizzeria. That's only 10 minutes from our parents' home. Since we were in high school junior year, we still work there currently, and we're both in community college. I'm going into my last year, but we both work there together. I actually got her the job there, so we've been going to school together since elementary school, but I never took interest in her until high school, and eventually I asked her out. And she was glad that I asked her and told me she always had a crush on me. I honestly always just knew about her, but I never really noticed her until high school. I thought she was very attractive, and I thought she was starting to look different. She started to fill out in the right places before she was just a nerdy kid. And I mean, we both were, I guess, but apparently, according to her, she's always had a crush on me, and she always liked me. But she was terrified to tell me. She always hoped that I'd come to her. Well, in high school, I couldn't resist. Before, I honestly did not notice her like that. Anyway, we started dating at the end of sophomore year, and that summer was great. We had a lot of fun, spent time at each other's houses, playing video games together. We are both gamers. She actually tried Twitch a while ago, but gave up on it. Didn't work out. But that summer was great, and both of our parents were telling both of us that we should probably start looking into finding jobs because, well, like I said, we enjoyed games. So we spent a lot of money on games. My parents were getting tired of me using their cards for my Xbox, and her parents were getting tired of her using their money. So we vented to each other about this, and having this common issue, we decided to look for a job. Turned into me looking for a job, and I ended up finding a job. School started, and I kept working there part-time after school. She still didn't work. She didn't want to work. Her parents pushed her, and eventually she asked me to get her a job at pizzeria. I was working there, so all worked out. Well, she came aboard. We tried to make the same hours. Didn't always work out that way, and it was good. I never thought that one day she'd be sleeping with our co-workers. These two co-workers didn't work there when we started working there in high school. They came along after we graduated, actually. Two black guys. They called each other brothers, but I think they were just best friends. Anyway, I was there when they both interviewed for the job, but I wasn't there on their first day. My girlfriend was there, and when my girlfriend came home, she told me everything. These guys were saying they wanted to sleep with her together. She told me they were saying they'd never saw a girl that's fine as her and asking her if she was down to hang out with the both of them. My girlfriend said no. I have a boyfriend, and he works here also, when she told them that. She said they gave up on trying to get on her. She proceeded to tell me how funny they are and how nice they are, and they're good guys. They were from the other side of town. Not the great side, but all in all, in the beginning, before I knew that they were going to sleep with my girlfriend, I thought they were okay dudes too. They were pretty funny, had some crazy stories from school. I couldn't imagine going to the school they went to. They were recent graduates, but they actually was working more hours than me and my girlfriend. They were almost full time. Apparently they didn't want to go to school. They just wanted to make money, and I respected that. It's nothing wrong with that. Doing something productive. From the stories they told, they could have very well been doing something else in life, but I guess they decided to get legit jobs and sleep with my girlfriend. The pizzeria we worked at would be extremely busy on the weekends, that being Friday night and Saturday, also early Sunday. Church crowd, so pretty much Friday nights and Saturday nights we all worked together. So I'm just going to cut to the night. I had no suspicions of my girlfriend cheating on me. I didn't even think about it. I didn't think she wanted these guys at all. I didn't think, even if we weren't together, that she'd give any of them the time of the day. Boy, was I wrong. So Friday night, we were extremely busy. We're all working, and by the way, cooks sometimes would be waiters and take out food and work register. We did everything. Everybody did everything. We just helped each other make things go smooth. Anyway, the night was dying down. It was a Friday night, and we weren't as busy anymore, and we had about an hour and a half left to close the store. The shift manager tells me that they're going to go to the office to start doing whatever paperwork they do before we close every single night. I decided to make a pizza for me and my girlfriend because we were going to hang out and play video games. We typically want pizza, and we got a discount, so I cooked our pizza and I was just going to put it up for us to take later. While I'm out making pizza, I'm not even thinking about where my girlfriend is or where the other 3 colleagues are that are working that night. I saw one of my coworkers come from dining. He tells me he was out in the dining room area sitting on his phone since the store died down. He needed to get off his feet for a while. I ask him, "Have you seen X?" He says no, I haven't seen her or the other 2 coworkers. So I walk out to the dining to see if they're like chilling out at a booth or something. Then I look outside and I could see one of the guys' car, and no one was in the car. I went to the office where the shift manager was. I knock on the door and she tells me to come in, and no one's in there but her. I just say, "Oh, sorry, I thought X was in here." She said, "No, she's not in here." I go to the back door of the store. Now there's one guy who works there who smokes, and he always goes to the back to smoke. I just looked back there to see if anyone was back there, and no one was there. I'm wondering, where is my ex? I was about to call her phone and remembered I needed to put something in the cooler. I was supposed to do this before I even started making the pizza, but I noticed it sitting there on the cart, so I went and got it, and I pulled it over to the cooler. I opened up the cooler and I dragged in the cart. So when you walk into the cooler, you walk into an area and then you go to make a right. And then you turn left, and that's the whole big cooler. I can hear music. I turn left and I'm pulling the car behind me. I see the 2 black guys that were just hired with their phones out and their sausages out, and my girlfriend squatting down, pleasing both of them. I could not believe what I was seeing. My lovely, the same girl I talked about marrying, the same girl I talked about having children with, pleasing these 2 guys. This the first time? They never saw me. These guys are just filming while she's just going at it. I pulled my phone out and recorded and took pictures. I creeped out. I slowly opened the door to the cooler and I go to alert the manager. I told the manager, "Hey, it's some weird stuff going on in the cooler. I think you need to go check it out." She says, "Like what?" I said, "You need to go check it out as a manager. I think it's your duty to do something about this." She laughed at me and says, "Is this a joke?" I said, "This is not a joke. I am so serious right now." She jumps up and she goes straight to the cooler. I stand outside the cooler and I hold the door open a little bit, and I hear her yell, "Hey, what the F is going on here? You guys shooting a corno?" I went out the back door and just kept it open a bit. I can still hear in the kitchen. The manager is yelling, "Go home, you all are finished." I hear X say, "Where's Michael?" asking for me. The managers say, "I don't know, but you need to leave now." X is blowing up my phone, but I didn't answer. My whole plan was to ghost and just never speak to her again. But I ended up calling that night. So I helped close the pizzeria down. Usually it's only 2 people that stay and close. Anyway, when I got in my car, I called her back. I don't know what made me do it, I just picked up the phone and I called her. She says, "Oh my gosh, where were you?" I said, "Where are you? What happened to you?" She says that bish of a shift manager who hates her was accusing her of something she didn't do. She told her parents, "We're gonna sue them. We're gonna sue the store." I said, "What? What do you mean, accuse you of what?" She says how the manager is so jealous of her, and she hates that the two guys are always flirting with her because she has a huge crush on one of them. She starts to go in on the manager, talking about she thinks the manager wants both of them. She's mad because they talk to me all the time, but she always turns them down, my girlfriend said. X is a talker, but not like this. She just kept going on and on and on how this manager is so bad and how she hates her and how her parents are going to sue. Even started talking about something completely different. And I said, why would she make something up like that? My girlfriend got mad at me immediately. Are you telling me you think I cheated on you? Are you kidding me? I've never. I said, I'm just saying that's a big accusation. So this whole time, guys, I'm the one that caught them, but for some reason, I'm playing it off as if I don't even know what she's talking about. I'm just letting her lie to me. It's crazy how easily someone can just lie to you like that. Anyway, she's telling me how she wants to sue and she's begging her parents to sue because there's no evidence of any of this happening. When she said that, I thought to myself, if I hadn't caught you cheating, that right there would have been a huge red flag. Oh, there's no evidence? Really, why say that? Anyway, that would have just told me that. It probably was true. But anyway, X was telling me how she's going to stay home and talk about this with her parents. Her dad was on his way back home. I said, okay. I ate my pizza and I wondered how long I was going to just let this go on. The way I broke up with my ex was, I got a little weird, so I never told her we were done, and I found out everything just yet. I just stopped calling her, and I stopped texting her back, and I basically just fell back. She'd ask to hang out, and I make up an excuse and say I got something to do, or I'd always claim I had things I had to get done. This caused my ex-girlfriend to try harder and harder for me. She was wondering if I was breaking up with her, asking me what was wrong, started saying I was believing what the manager was saying. This whole time I knew it was true. It wasn't for me. The manager wouldn't have found out, but this basically was driving my ex-girlfriend crazy where she was showing up at my house. She even showed up at the job once and begged me to come outside to see her and talk to her and not tell her what's wrong with me. You're avoiding me. Here, touch me, hug me, grab me. And this is when she tried to kiss me, and I back off. She said, you think I cheated on you? You seriously do, don't you, with those guys? It's not true the manager made it all up. Guys, weeks went by before I sent her parents the video. So her parents wanted me to sit down with someone. I don't know if it was a lawyer or an officer, but she wanted me to sit down and give my account of what happened that night. I told them that I wasn't going to do that, and her mother told me how important this was for them and for me not to worry. Whatever they get out of this, they'll share it with me. In her parents' head, they were going to sue this company for hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is when I was straight up with X's mother, and I told her, it was true. Your daughter actually did give fellatio to two guys at our job. This was all via text. When I sent that text, her mother called me immediately. What are you talking about? You believe that nonsense? I said, ma'am, I'm the one that caught them. I'm the one that told the manager, her mom says to me, so I should be suing you then, huh? I said, would you like to see the video? She said, what video? I told her that there's a video of her daughter doing these acts the manager said she was doing, which is why she got fired. Her mother says, I don't know what fake video you have that someone sent to you, but my daughter did not do such things, but go ahead and send it to me. She laughed. I sinned. Never heard anything from the parents or my ex-girlfriend after that. It's like they all just disappeared. I don't even see her anywhere. I never drove by her house or anything, but I don't see her out and about or anything. She's just gone. She even deleted her Facebook page. At first, I thought I was just blocked, but other people confirmed it. Our mutual friends. I currently still work at the same pizza spot. Both my ex and the two guys were fired. Me and the shift manager still work there, and two other guys. We've hired other people since. I can say I have not seen my ex-girlfriend. Since I sent that video, I haven't heard from her. Anything, I don't know if her parents just got upset with her or what it was, but they seemed to make her delete all her social media. Maybe they were afraid the video would get out. I don't know. It's still on my phone today. I have no plans on sending it on the internet and showing it to the world. Why would I do that? I'd be in trouble for that anyway. It's just wild. She tried to lie to me, but I knew everything. I knew that she cheated on me. I knew what she was doing in that cooler. I'm the one that saw it. Men listening, don't take these broads seriously. I know I won't any longer.
Wow, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to walk into that and see that, but I'm also glad that you let her go. She's a piece of crap. Disgusting. She was dealing with those guys from the beginning. The moment they came to her and they kept it real with her, we both want you at the same time. Your girlfriend got excited. You thought she was sweet and innocent. She wanted both of them. That wasn't the first time they did that. That was too comfortable too. Store dies down. Manager goes into the office. You're still there. Like, was she not thinking? Like, were they kind of hiding at least? Or as soon as you turned the corner, boom, they're in the middle of the aisle. Because I've worked in a restaurant before. And usually in a cooler, sometimes both sides will have stacked shelves or whatever. Were they just in the middle of the aisle, just letting her do that? Or were they trying to tuck away in a corner in the back somewhere? Did they try to get behind a stack of boxes? I know sometimes in coolers, there's boxes on the floor, stacks of boxes because there's no room on the shelves. I'm trying to picture this and I'm just like, they had no shame. This couldn't have been the first time. She's been dealing with these guys. But the fact, you guys notice how she tried to lie? I don't know why she did this to me. She's jealous. She made this up. She told she was going to have her parents sue and everything. This girl is a complete liar. Guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'm going to catch you guys at the next one.